Energizing Education is off to a great start in our area schools, and we welcome the coordinator of Energizing Education and JPS Director of Communications, Chris Giannetti, along with Energizing Education mentors, Charlie Miller, Ebony Worthy, and Lois Dunning. Welcome.
Hi, Chris.
All right.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah. And your mentors, but some of you are more, some of you family coordinator, you do a lot of different things. But first, I want to, where's that pencil? Did Jeff leave a pencil here last week when he filled in for me?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you have it?
Well, I had it and I threw it, so I'll give it to you before. Well, it startled me because it had a big eraser on it.
Yes. He makes big mistakes.
Too small eraser. How'd the show go? I missed it.
We had such a good time, and we had a lot of great response from it. And, you know, I think for us, it was a great opportunity to share a lot about JPS, and he certainly really enjoyed doing it. So thanks for asking. He
Great.
really enjoyed it. So.
Yeah, and thank you for having the show, and Jeff for filling in.
Yeah, it was fun.
Energizing Education. So before we talk about how much is going on with Energizing Education, maybe a quick recap of what it is.
Sure. So we started Energizing Education in 2012 when Consumers Energy had a $100,000 matching grant that they were giving to all their communities for their 100-year anniversary. Came to some of us community members who were doing Jackson 2020 and C2C at the time and said, you know, what would you guys do with this? Ken Toll had seen Schools of Hope out in Grand Rapids, and he said, you know what, I'd like to see us try to do that. So at the time I was the Jackson Promise coordinator, and they said, Chris, would you consider doing a pilot of this? So I did it out in Frost. And ours looked a little bit different. You know, we do an in-school mentoring and a family night, which is a little bit different than what Schools of Hope doing, but the same idea of getting folks from the community inside our schools to see what's going on, to match them with students, to really help them work on their reading and help the teachers who are working so hard to get these kids to grade level. And then we do family involvement nights every month at every school. So we grew very quickly. We are now in 7 schools. So we were
wow,
yes.
7 all in JPS? Or
No, we are out county. We started with Frost. We moved then to Michigan Center to Arnold, and to George Long at Grass Lake, and to Parnell at Northwest, which is now Northwest Early Elementary. And then this year, last year we added Northeast, but they changed to a 3 through 5 program. So we added Bennett this year and McCulloch, and then we also added Cascades. And we are staying at Frost, even though they're a 3 through 5 program, because we started there. We thought we'd try to pilot a 3rd grade program, mostly because we had been with those students so long that we wanted to make sure that we kept the program going. And Jeremy, who is almost the former principal of Frost, new one to be announced soon, is very supportive of the program and wanted to make sure that we stayed. So we have a lot of mentors who really enjoyed being at Frost.
Oh, Jeremy's leaving Frost?
Yes, he's the new Parkside principal. Am I the first to tell you this?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
No, you were out. That's
I was out.
Yeah, that was JPS Day when you were out.
Okay, I missed that.
Yes.
Oh, congratulations,
yes,
Jeremy.
and so we are interviewing right now, as a matter of fact, for our principal for Frost Elementary, so to fill his shoes. So, so in the meantime, you know, we've had the staff. So we are all actually mentors, but this is all actually EE staff. So Lois Dunning at the end here is our family involvement coordinator. So she plans all the family events at all of our schools, which is quite the undertaking. And then Ebony Worthy is our logistics and communication director, which means she does all of our website, Facebook, pictures. She works on our newsletters. She does a tremendous amount of our communication, getting the word out, making us wear orange shirts. And she was in AmeriCorps Vista last year, and so we were able to hire her on this year, which I'm very proud of because she was such a huge asset to us. And so I'm glad that she's able to be a part of us and actually get paid a little bit better to do it. So I think we used her enough last year. So, and then this is Charlie Miller. She's our mentor coordinator. So she's the one who goes out and gets all our mentors.
And I think, Charlie, I interviewed you at the Michigan Theater last year at one of the big family night events. Is it getting easier to recruit mentors now that we have a couple of years of establishment in the program?
Well, more people know about us, so that helps. You know, we don't have to kind of start from nothing and, you know, explain our program. At least now people kind of know about us and come to us on their own instead of us doing all of the legwork. So yeah, it is getting a lot easier.
You find that people that are mentors are recruiting people themselves?
Yes, and we push that. Tell your friends, or thought about even having a contest. You can bring the most, you know, friends, those kinds of things. So, but people that are in the program love the program. So it's not, we don't have to push them to tell people about it because They all love it.
What's the requirement of a mentor? Can you kind of give us an idea of what would be involved if someone was signing up for a
Anyone
mentor?
can do it. A lot of people think that you have to have some kind of background in education or something. You don't. You can be from any walk of life, and all we have a training class that lasts hour and a half, 2 hours, tells you about the program and what we do and what's expected of you, and then a background check, and that's it.
Great. And before we let you go, we'll find out if someone wants to be a member a mentor that's watching, how they go about. But Ebony, because you're logistics and communications coordinator, I thought this question would be perfect for you. Why is there a different shade of orange now as part of Energizing Education?
We really just want to be seen.
Okay.
And we figured,
This seems more highway.
yes.
We've been told we're kind of
We
a
can
car
stop
wreck, but
All right. And you've got the job of spreading the word. As we've got a couple of years, people are more familiar with it, easier story to tell.
Yes, definitely.
Now, because you had the choice, you could have gone and applied for jobs anywhere. Why did you decide that you wanted to be with Energizing Education?
Yes, Ebony, why?
I really like it, and it's like the family nights are fun. It's great seeing the parents interact with their kids and getting them involved with literacy, and just it's great to see. You can see the changes.
And we've got what's the next big event? Because you're in charge of putting those on.
Yes, I am. And so in October, our family night theme is learning to be a superhero reader. So we have lots of fun stuff planned where kids are all getting capes and we're learning all about becoming super readers.
Superheroes will probably be making appearances at the event.
We're
never
hoping.
know.
You
Can't
never
say.
know.
Where's it going to be?
Well, we do it at all of our schools, so
Oh.
there'll be 6 different ones. I do 6 different ones a night
Okay.
or a month.
yeah.
So we'll be at our first one is next Tuesday at Northwest Early Elementary, and then we just start going through all the schools for the next 2 weeks.
Are you doing anything like you did last year at the Michigan Theater, a big community thing?
Yes, and this year will probably be even bigger because we have 7 schools now involved. The family nights we only do 6 because Cascades and Frost are considered one campus, so we're just going to do one family night there. But yeah, our plan this year is to do it in April. So this will be kind of what we have learned is the schools start to have a lot of difficulty trying to get families in May. So we decided we would bump our big family night to April, and so we'll be doing it in April this year. But we're with 7 schools, we could have, over 1,200 people there. So we're just deciding how that's going to look and who we're going to have and what we're going to do. And and that's a big responsibility of Lois's. And, our family nights are really probably, one of the things that our schools really count on us for the family nights for is because they're very, very similar every time parents go. So they sort of know what they can expect from us. They can expect that we'll feed them, that we'll take them aside, talk with them about literacy, entertain the kids a little bit, bring them back together as a family to do some family literacy things together. And then, of course, we do some giveaways, and every student who comes to a family night, no matter how old they are, gets a book. So, we really work on making sure. I think what happens is parents and families sometimes feel uncomfortable at the schools. So having something that's consistent and that they can count on has really helped make it, a fabric of the school. So we strive really hard to make it something that they know what to count on when they get there. They know the time frame, and they feel more and more comfortable every time they come. So
I think they gave away iPads, different prizes at these two big things.
yeah, well, we have a lot of great partners, and we have to say that's part of what's helped us get word around too. I mean, Comcast Essentials, John Gardner from there is just tremendous, and Ishwar providing a library person at every single one of our events. We just had one of our schools say, hey, I think we want our PTO to attend these with a table. So, and Jackson College has been there. So we sort of, we think that it's a great way for other entities in town to get in touch with our families who want to reach out to them because they have services that will help better them too in literacy. So that's really kind of the things that we look at. And internet's a huge issue, and Internet Essentials really provides an opportunity for families to have really low-cost internet where you wouldn't think they could afford it, but need it because of school and learning.
Yeah, that is great. Thanks, Comcast.
Yes.
You've got also a lot of big fans here in Jackson. Every time I see one of the Levy family members, they always ask, are you guys going to have something on about energizing education pretty soon? Because they've been financially big supporters of that.
Yeah, we have had so many great supporters, from Industrial Steel to the Levy family, Foundation, ISD. I don't want to leave anybody out. Of course, consumers, CP Federal Credit Union, Michigan Community Credit Union. There's just so many folks who have been a part of the financial part of us, and that continues to be a need and growing for us. Our schools are vested as well. Every one of the site coordinators who's in those special EE rooms that are decorated very differently, those are paid for by the school. They provide that teacher for us. So there's a lot of partnerships that go on. The ISD provides us the literacy specialist to help us train all of our mentors. So we've built a lot of partnerships through the community, and of course for us, we're grant and donor funded. Our fiduciary is United Way, so we are a United Way program, and we receive a lot of benefits through theirs. But our family nights are costly. It's not cheap to do this, and we have upwards of sometimes 600-700 people at them. So that's a lot of people to feed. We have figured out how to efficiently and effectively feed groups of people, and accountability wise, we are very transparent about our dollars. But if we have someone who is interested in donating, we certainly could use the help, and we have 2 rooms to sponsor, or any level of sponsorship really. We don't exactly call it sponsorship as much as we do just being a friend of the Energizing Ed, but the dollars do matter, and they do make it more possible for us to see more kids.
And we are getting results, because you've found by having this one-on-one time with students, you're able to improve reading level, reading abilities, test scores. Everything's rising.
Well, and I think the schools are so vested in the big picture of what are the outside things that can come in and help influence what they're doing. So we're a big support to what they're doing, and so all these things matter, that we're working towards, as a community, working towards better literacy rates, and so the schools are reaping those benefits too. The schools we work in work so hard at changing the academics, the levels for their kids in so many ways, and so it's really easy to be a part of that. You get the excitement that they have, whether you're at Northwest, JPS, Michigan Center, Grass Lake, it doesn't matter. Everybody is interested in improving the outcomes of our kids, and really committed to doing that. So that makes it really easy for us. And the parent piece is really hard. It's hard to get people engaged to come to school once a month, to do anything. They have busy lives, and for a lot of our school districts, poverty is an issue, and so a lot of times, being poor is a full-time job, and they don't have time to do these things. And so we've offered kind of this respite opportunity for them to come, get fed, be a family together, and relax just a little bit, even if it's just once a month. So,
Charlie, how does someone get involved as a mentor?
Call me.
Okay.
We have energizingeducationjackson.com. We have Facebook. Every school has a Facebook page, and then we have a general Facebook page. We're on Twitter. We're on Instagram. We're everywhere.
All right.
And there's energizingeducation@gmail too. So yeah, you can call.
And the same thing, if someone wants
United
to
Way.
help financially, they can
they
contact
can call
you.
me.
Call Chris.
Call me. My
give me
number is
money.
841-2148, and we're actually energizingeducation.org.
Oh, yeah.
Energizingeducationjackson.org.
Yeah.
So, it's really easy to find us, so,
Yeah, and if you can't find it, call us. We'll be
Yeah,
able to pass.
and so we weren't sure which school you were going to be a mentor at this year.
No, we're still not sure.
Yeah.
But thanks for coming
McCullough's
in.
probably the
McCullough's
closest.
close.
Yeah.
McCullough's
All
the
of
easiest
them.
you
I'm
walk.
going to come. I'll be at all of them.
That's 10 hours a week.
From Energizing Education, Chris Giannetti, Charlie Miller, Ebony Worthy, and Lois Dunning. Chance to Win is coming up next, so we're asking you to call to play today's trivia game, 787-8817, the Lloyd Gann Retirement Center's Daily Trivia after this.